welcome you to the Deep Dive. Today, we're stepping into the ring with the boxing game Undisputed. And let me tell you, it feels like it's at a real defining moment right now.
Absolutely. Our mission today is, well, to cut through some of the noise. We want to pull out the key insights on its very important upcoming update.
Right.
Clear up maybe some confusion around testing opportunities and just get a feel for the community pulse, all straight from, recent official reports.
Okay, let's unpack this then. What's the big news on that next patch? Because honestly, it feels like players have been waiting on pins and needles for this one.
It is big news, and yeah, it's critical. A major update is, and this is the official line, aiming for late June, early July 2025.
Okay, so soon.
Hopefully soon. Confirmed just last week, June 18th, on their Steam Community Hub. And what makes this so vital, like you said, waiting, it follows that burst of patches back in spring.
Yeah, they were coming thick and fast for a bit there.
Exactly. Built up a lot of goodwill, and then, boom, almost 2 months of, well, pretty frustrating silence on the development front. So this patch, it's their chance to kind of reset things.
Okay, so after that quiet spell, what specific improvements, what bug fixes can players actually expect? I keep hearing talk about matchmaking, which, let's be honest, would be huge.
You're spot on there. A big quality of life thing is this online multi-queue system for all weight divisions.
Oh.
Which should mean much faster matchmaking. Definitely a win for, just playing the game. Visuals are also getting a bit of a bump, apparently, for PC Ultra settings in the Xbox Series X. And they've tweaked the AI get-up ability for offline play.
Right, okay. And what about those really vital bug fixes? Are they finally tackling some of those exploits that, really mess with competitive play?
Crucially, yes, that's the word. There's a fix for a southpaw body jab exploit.
Oh yeah, that one.
That specific move letting people sort of bypass defenses unfairly, and maybe even more importantly, multiple fixes for online desynchronization. Desync.
Always the killer. Desync.
It really is. When what you see just doesn't match the server, right?
Right.
Leads to lag, phantom hits, super frustrating. They're specifically mentioning fixes for desync caused by like a power punch plus take a knee combo, or even just multiple take a knee actions. So yeah, these fixes are absolutely vital if they want any kind of competitive integrity.
Now here's where it gets maybe a little tricky. This update, it's not just the patch itself, is it? There's paid DLC bundled with it.
That's the other side of the coin, yeah.
Which for this community often feels like walking a tightrope.
It really does. The gameplay update is officially coming alongside a new paid DLC pack. And well, this community, historically, they don't react well to paid content when they feel the core game still needs work.
Yeah, you hear cash grab thrown around a lot.
Exactly. So the quality of this free patch is now like completely tangled up with how that DLC is received. It's all about player trust, really.
Okay, looking beyond just this immediate patch then, what's on the longer term horizon? What are they signaling?
Well, Steel City Interactive, they have shared a public roadmap, things listed as under investigation for, future patches.
Like what sort of things?
Core combat stuff, like punch impact, stamina balancing. Also, more online stability, specifically addressing quick glitching.
Glitching.
When players basically exploit disconnecting. And maybe potential new features down the road, things like flash events, maybe increased round counts. So there's definitely more potentially on the way.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit. A burning question we get, and I know you've seen it too. Beta tests, access codes, anything happening right now for Undisputed?
Yeah, this comes up constantly. The clear, simple answer right now is no, not currently.
Okay.
Based on all the official channels we've checked in the last couple of weeks, 0 active or newly scheduled beta tests, no legitimate access codes floating around. It's important people don't confuse this with, say, untitled boxing game on Roblox or just the general beta status of Xbox Cloud Gaming itself.
So how did testing work before? And how might players get involved if they do future tests? Because the game isn't technically beta anymore, right?
Exactly. It's fully released now, so beta isn't quite the right term. Steel City used targeted, time-limited playtests before. Like back in January 2025, they invited Steam owners through a MailChimp link.
Right, I remember that.
And access was managed right through the betas tab in Steam. Participants back then, they often said those builds felt much, much better than the live version at the time. So, if you want a shot at future tests, assuming they do more, you need to keep an eye on the official Undisputed Discord server, the Steam Community Hub. And crucially, you probably need to own the game on Steam already.
Okay, we've talked updates, testing, But let's get to the human element. How are the players themselves feeling about Undisputed right now? Because reading through forums and Discord, it seems like a really divided community.
Oh, absolutely. It's passionate, no doubt. But yeah, very split. The persistent criticisms that keep coming up, punches feeling, I don't know, unsatisfying or just not registering consistently.
Hit detection, yeah.
Exactly. Those pervasive online desync issues we talked about. And just a general sense that the game feels a bit unfinished. Missing features like proper clinching. The career mode still feels pretty shallow to many.
But it can't be all bad, surely. There must be positives keeping people engaged, despite those frustrations.
Oh, definitely. There's still a strong appreciation, I think, for the game's core idea. It aims to be a realistic boxing simulation. That's its foundation.
The simulation aspect.
Right. And the roster is undeniably a huge draw. It's large, it's growing. You've got legends like Muhammad Ali, modern stars like Tyson Fury, Canelo Alvarez. And people do acknowledge improvements from past patches. That April 2025 update, for example, apparently did make a big difference to punch tracking and responsiveness.
That whole patch whiplash thing you mentioned earlier, though, it really seems like a key part of the current frustration. It's like a roller coaster.
Precisely. You had those 4 patches in 5 weeks back in spring. That built up so much goodwill, people felt like, okay, they're really on it now.
Yeah, momentum.
And then silence. Nearly 2 months before hearing about this new update. That just eroded trust severely. Okay, sure, deeper development work probably takes longer, but the lack of communication, the vacuum, that was costly for them, reputationally.
And can't talk about Undisputed without mentioning the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
That decade-plus-old ghost from EA.
Yeah. The enduring legacy of Fight Night Champion from 2011. Still. So many players constantly compare Undisputed's core mechanics, the movement, the punch fluidity directly back to Fight Night Champion. And honestly, it makes it a really tough fight for Undisputed to win over those veterans, even with its modern roster and, arguably more realistic physics engine in some way. Yeah. It's a very high bar set by a beloved game.
So wrapping this up, Undisputed feels like it's truly at a pivotal point. This upcoming patch, it isn't just another routine update, is it? It feels more like a referendum on whether the devs can tackle these big systemic issues and, maybe more importantly, rebuild that fragile trust.
Couldn't agree more. It feels exactly like that. So, for you, the engaged player listening, the advice is pretty clear. Stay informed. Keep tabs on the official channel, Discord, Steam. Manage your expectations based on that confirmed June 18th patch list. Don't expect miracles beyond what they've stated. And then,
the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world.
Bad,
he floats like a butterfly
and stings like a bee. As we close out this deep dive, it really leaves us with a bigger question, doesn't it? In this whole world of live service games, this constant, often bumpy dance between developer promises and the passionate, sometimes angry demands of players. What does Undisputed's ongoing fight actually tell us about where gaming itself might be headed? Something to chew on.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck. Box. a fight.
Okay, you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. Let's get out there, get your boxing back together. Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe, breathe.
And box.
Double jab, bring in your feet.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Can you continue? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
cut the window.